Good morning, everyone. It's great to see you. We are here for day 3. You made it. Day 3 of the Games for Change Festival, which is actually day 1 and the only day for our XR4Change Summit. We think today's a very special day. 17 years ago. In 2017, 5 years ago, we started XR4Change to develop a community of practice that was able to use immersive media to address real-world challenges. And today we're here to cut through the hype around the metaverse and have some real-world conversations about the growing number of ways that virtual reality, augmented reality, and spatial technologies are used to drive social change. But we're also going to look at the impact of related emerging technologies like AI, machine learning, blockchain, Web3, therapeutic gaming, nanotechnology. All of these technologies are converging in ways that can enable us to make a bigger impact. And we hope that you leave here today with insights that enable you to shape the next generation of impact campaigns and experiences. While we're talking about what's next, I want to take a few moments to give you a little preview of our future plans at Games for Change. Right now, as we celebrate our 20th anniversary, we're also laying the groundwork for the next 20 years of Games for Change. Now, the first priority for us is always our community. It's a community that reaches all over the world, and we are committed to expanding our programming internationally and supporting the growth of local chapters and programs in Latin America, Asia Pacific, Africa, and the Middle East, and expanding our learning programs like the G4C Student Challenge internationally. We're also focused on expanding our learning programs beyond K through 12 students and teachers, designing new programs that integrate games, XR experiences, immersive technology for lifelong learning. We also see an opportunity to foster new collaborations between the games industry, the XR sector, and the UN programs. At the beginning of this week, we brought together leaders from gaming, tech, policy, and NGOs for the first ever Games and Sustainable Development Goals Summit at the United Nations. And we're excited to continue the work we started in that room. But last but not least, we're also working to expand our XR4Change community based on the success of On the Morning You Wake, a virtual reality documentary that we executive produced to raise awareness around nuclear weapons. G4C developed and ran a global impact campaign for On the Morning You Wake that traveled to 10 countries and included 30 activations for audiences at museums, schools, public events, and policy convenings. This work led to the publication of research that provided evidence on the impact of VR in learning and engagement, and also a best practices field guide for creators and impact producers, which you can hear about more today in the talk, Creating and Evaluating World-Class Impact Campaigns, at 11:30 on this stage. Our goal is to support the development of immersive impact ecosystem through funding, professional development for the sector, and the production of impact campaigns. We're also advancing our work around the use of immersive in learning spaces through an exciting project we're partnering on with our next speaker, Gabo Aurora. It's called Who's Metaverse? It's a program to build digital equity and inclusion by making the next generation of creator tools accessible to everyone. And we are running our first pilot in Harlem this summer. So we're 20 years in, and it feels like we've only scratched the surface of the potential of what we can create as a community. So as we close out the festival today, I encourage you to think about what the next 20 years will look like.